Paddy, let's go.
We good to go?
We can start.
Can we start? Alright, sweet. Alright. Odds or evens?
Odds. So,
Let's do
Evan,
this.
so
I'll
you'll
play
take the
first.
play?
Yep.
Yeah, no worries.
We'll just alternate. 7. Yeah, I'm happy with my hand.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm going to leave with Halley Fun. It's your turn.
Alright. Alright, now, this is actually immediately a decision. We definitely want to land this, and because we've got 2 of these, we can lead off quite early. And, yeah. So I'd like to see what's going on, so I'm going to thought it's you.
Detention Sphere, Island, Plains, Divination, Supremo,
Verdict.
Verdict Duo, and Evolved. Did I take Verdict?
I think I will take the Verdict, yeah.
Okay.
Take the Verdict here for a couple of reasons. One, I've got Blood Barons in my deck, so Detention Sphere is less of a decent removal spell, and I also don't have Underworld Connection, so Detention Sphere is actually pretty bad here. Obviously, it kills Packrat, and Desecration Demon just the same, but Supreme Verdict is more of a suitable removal spell here than it would be otherwise. So
Cool. Alright, so you're on 9.
18,
Anything left?
18, your turn.
I'm going to leave Mute Evolve here. It's your turn.
Okay. If we can keep drawing like that, we'll be fine. Alright, so we want to just play this here, force him into some action. So, Packrat, go.
Alright. I'm going to untap and draw. That's my hand.
Paddy's obviously playing his hand open here because it's known information, and it just saves us a bit of time when we're playtesting
Rather
instead of
than
having to writing it down
write
every
stuff
time.
down, yeah. Okay, I have an interesting decision here. I can either Detention Sphere is Packrat, which I feel I'm probably going to have to do inevitably, or I can Divination and kind of grind ahead and see what happens. Right now, I don't think one Packrat's a massive threat. I'd like to see if he commits another thing to the board, so I think I'm going to just go ahead and cast Divination. The only downside to this is if he casts another Thoughtseize and takes my Detention Sphere and I haven't drawn an answer, but given the other cards in my hand, I feel relatively confident that casting Divination here is the right thing to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, and that worked out really well for me. Alright, so I'm going to leave these 2 face down and I have these 4 cards in my hand. It's your turn.
Martin? Alright, look, okay, so we know we've got targets, and we definitely don't want to commit the Packrat to the board knowing that he's got a Detention Sphere in his hand. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to duress.
Okay, so I have drawn another Divination, J-Hack, Note, and a Azorius Gem.
Alright, so we have a choice here. We can go for cutting him off cards or cutting him off removing the Packrat. I think my last preference is to cut him off cards, and I'm going to take you, Jace.
Alright, easy.
Obviously quite difficult to attack otherwise, and because that's our strategy, at least for now, I'm going to Thoughtseize you.
Alright, take my Divination.
Take the Divination.
Okay, no worries.
And I'm going to go 16.
Sure. Alright, how many cards do you have in your hand?
4.
4. Okay, no worries.
And I'm going to attack him with Packrat, take a 1.
Yep.
And play a length 15.
No worries. 3 cards in hand. So, a couple options here. I think I'm just going to pass the turn. I don't really see any reason not to pass the turn here. I mean, he can
One
play
damage.
full season, make a pack wrap, but I don't think he's going to do that based on what he did last turn.
1 damage a turn's not too.
Yeah, exactly.
Not too much.
You know, if he attacks him, maybe I can Azorius Charm it, maybe I don't want to.
Yeah, I think because we've got these 2, and this is essentially a dead card anyway, I think that's going to really influence how we use this Packrat in this game. I don't want to play anything like this until I've got some answers out of his hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with Packrat.
I'm going to take 1 damage.
No blocks, I'm going to
Make a rat.
make a rat.
I'm going to take 2.
Going to take 2.
Yeah.
Goes to 17. Obviously, this is only 4 power on the board. It's not the biggest clock ever, but it does incentivize him using the Detention Sphere, and 4 damage a turn is enough to get the job done eventually.
I'm going to have to eventually.
So it's a little bit of pressure,
Yep.
and we're going to pass.
I'm going to drop that.
Okay. Cycles is a charm.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it here. I'm going to go and detention sphere these guys.
Yep. This gets hit by the detention sphere and just dies anyway. So
yeah, I have no more known cards in hand. What's your life?
3 cards? I'm 16.
You're at 16 life.
3 cards?
Yeah, I have 3 cards. I'm gonna play Elixir of Immortality because I know he has no way of dealing with it. So let him pass the turn, yeah. Rather than getting it duress out of my hand, which would be a nightmare.
Okay. Look, I think in this position, this is probably what I would just play around detention sphere because I have no information. I'm going to go for this. I think it's the best play here, and we're just going to do that.
Big Demon. All right, no
Big
worries.
Daddy do, and
Play
let's try.
life? Sure, no worries. Okay.
Taps.
So that Desperation Demon is a bit of an issue for us. I'm going to go and code and cast Divination. Draw 2.
Mhm.
I'm going to play land and pass the turn.
Okay. Draw for the turn.
Yep.
Now, obviously, we don't have the quickest lock here. He's got a Mutavault that can soak up a turn. The Elixir pretty much soaks up a turn as well. But 6 damage a turn is nothing to scoff at, really. So we're going to move straight to attackers.
I'm going to let you attack. I'm going to take 6 damage here.
Take 6 damage, goes to 11.
Yeah.
From the way he played out last turn, I think it's fairly obvious that he doesn't have a detention sphere in hand. There is non-zero possibility that we are going to get swept next turn, though. So I'm not going to commit to the board any further. I'm going to surprise this.
So you have 1 card in hand?
1 card in hand, yeah.
Sure.
This is an interesting card, keep or not. Really just depends what we're worried about here. I think it's probably better than a threat, and it's definitely better than a land, so I'm going to keep it on top.
So I think he has a discard spell on his deck.
And we'll pass it.
And Cyclone is very strong.
Sure. Scrylands plus a Zerus Charm is an interesting interaction.
Yeah,
I find
it's
pretty sweet.
Okay. So I have 2 options here. I'll sit back and do nothing. Which ultimately may be alright. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna detention sphere your Blood Baron. Or whatever it is.
Desecration Demon?
Desperation Demon, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Just get the threat off the table and I'm gonna pass 10.
Draw the card we saw last turn. Just going to run it out. Sorry. Run that out.
Okay, alright.
Giving away
So unfortunately I know he has additional information, but I'm gonna syncopate for 2.
Yep.
And his Blood Baron, which is perfectly excellent trade for me.
Yeah, that's really good for you.
Yep.
Plus 10.
Okay, so we've got him pinned down with just what we know to be Hero's Downfall in his hand. Which means that I'm free to get in for 2 with this Mutavault right now.
Yeah, I've got a 14.
Yeah, and I'll plus 10.
Alright, top deck's got to be good for me. I'm going to pass 10.
Okay. Well, can I take him now? Hero's Downfall. It may very well be worth Hero's Downfall in here because it means that Planeswalkers are better in the long run, but I'm pretty happy to sit back right now. Sitting.
I don't think we really gain anything out of playing it here. It's just giving him more information. As soon as we have, a certain density built up in our hands, which would probably be 2 when we play it, but yeah.
Sitting. Interesting choice here, interesting spots. I know he has Hero's Downfall in his hand, unfortunately. I'm aware that he has it. He probably also has like a Devour Flesh at this point in time. So, I do have a couple of options. Most of them are resigned to, yeah, I think I'm just going to go for it here. I'm going to go for Elf Sun's Champion.
It resolves.
I'm going to make some knights. Or soldiers or whatever they are.
Yeah, soldier tokens. Yeah.
Soldier tokens. Yep.
Look, it's pretty obvious he's got to dissipate, but I'm not overly worried about it. We're going to Hero's Downfall elsewhere.
And I'm going to dissolve it. I think if he plays Blood Baron, I can at least take it down. And if he plays Pack Rat, then, well, hopefully my spewing of soldiers will get me there. Put that down the bottom.
Okay, I'm going to hero step forward.
Sure, no worries. That's fine.
Alright, we'll draw for the turn.
Yep.
Play back right.
Patrick Rat again. No worries.
Patrick the Rat.
Yep.
Your turn, Patrick.
Interesting. So he has Dust Rat. I don't know how good that is for us. I'm going to activate Mutable and attack him.
Because he's activated Mutable, I think it's really unlikely that he's going to sweep the board. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make Rat.
Sure. Yep.
And he's going to block a Sword Reach.
Okay. So we'll just die. You take 3.
Yep. I go to 11, we're 11 apiece.
I'll Detention Sphere, yes.
Yeah, sure. Alright, we've got 3 Detention Spheres out of his deck at this point.
Go!
Interesting thing about Detention Sphere is that they cannot get cycled back in.
Yeah.
We're going to pass.
Okay, so removal spell. I activate Mutable and send it. Just get it going.
I'll get 8.
Go today. Alright. I'm going to pass 10.
How many cards?
2 cards.
Obviously, this is just going to run into a Syncopate or just Spade if he has it, but I don't actually gain anything by waiting it, so I'm going to run a clock right now.
I'll dissolve it.
Yeah.
And I'll scry. And I scry will reveal a card that I will put to one. Yep. Really just want to dig this Sphinx Revelation here. Activate attack.
Yeah, so I take 3 again, go to 5.
Yeah, I'll play as the rest of it. It's your turn.
I'm going to run into Desecration Demon now.
Desecration Demon's fine.
Obviously, he's out of counters. Your turn.
I'm going to play with Mutable, plus 10.
Sure. We're not at a point where we can actually attack with this Desecration Demon, funnily enough, so play Lambeger and we'll pass.
This is interesting. I can either sacrifice my thing and put into 1 with my Mutabolts, or I can just sit.
So this triggers in combat in my turn,
Yeah,
regardless. So
I think I'm okay this time. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna play Jace Architect of Thought. And a minus to it.
sure, have some cards.
Cards.
None of these are particularly good for us. I feel like he hasn't drawn Sphinx's Revelation. If he does, game's over. So I'm just disincentivizing that by putting the Divination by itself. Both options are going to be good for him.
Yeah.
He's going to get something he wants either way. So
Yep, I would agree. I think this is a sweet spot for me. I'm gonna take the Verdict File just because I don't want to lose that Desecration Demon in the long run if anything weird happens. I'm going to cast Verdict.
yep. So I lose
Right.
my Demon, you lose Assault.
I sold the token. I'm gonna play a land and I'm gonna activate both Mutabolts and attack you before.
Yeah, I got a 1, so I'm going to have to root pretty well.
Your turn.
And
Is that well? Not well. Okay. So yeah. We got a nice end of the situation where we
both short Agile Ranging, which is kind of weird.
that's right.
And didn't quite get us able to draw through with the Divinations.
And that's one of the problems with having like you discard spells instead of like counter spells.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You're vulnerable to tough man's deck, and that can be unforgiving
I
sometimes.
mean, this deck's pretty all in on hating out your hands, so
Yeah,
sometimes it just doesn't work.
Capitalizing
It
on
just
the
doesn't work sometimes, and that's that's the thing.
This is a hard matchup for you to get aggressive in. I think you kind of. I have to like save verdicts for Blood Barons, but I also have 6 counters. Yeah, and like Rats are at their like all-time low in this matchup.
Yeah, Rat's no good.
I mean, I think it's good, but like it's
Not fantastic.
not the all-star it is in a lot of other matchups.
Alright, cool. So you want to play then?
I wasn't to play that game, so you can go on the draws. I'm gonna play this game.
Yeah.
We usually alternate when we play tests, just because you get a reasonable kind of distribution of playing and drawing. If one person's winning and then the loser chooses every time, then you don't really learn anything about being on the play as the winner.
Yeah.
And just by alternating, I think you keep it nice and simple.
Yeah, so it balances out a bit
reasonable
better.
distribution. Yeah. Because sometimes matchups are vastly different on the play and draw.
Yeah, and
I'm not sure this one is one of them, but
I don't think it is, but like it's something that you want to learn. So
yeah, exactly.